Hello, my name is Jenny, and I would like to share a story with you that I lived in my childhood and that I will never forget, never. I was raised by my parents. In my family, I had one more sister, older, and a younger brother. We were poor, and my parents had been working all day to support ourselves and pay the rent. My older sister was responsible for taking care of me and gave my younger brother. My parents, when they were at home, no, they liked us to swear and say bad words. They were very rigid, but when they weren't, it was a different story. At the time, I remember being 9 years old. My younger brother was 6 and my older sister 15. It all happened in one winter where my parents, they stayed out the whole day because of the work they had and only returned home at night. My brother and I waited for them to leave to strike terror at home, and we didn't obey my sister very much. That she was always crazy and stressed a lot with us. But poor thing, she had no choice. It was her duty as an older sister. Take care of us. On that day in particular, I will tell you what was there. Happened. My parents had left and I had learned anew swearing at school, and I started saying it at home as soon as I had chance. I remember well, that was when my messy brother dropped it and broke a glass, and I said aloud, _disgrace. When my sister heard me saying that, she came to scold me. In the time, she said I wasn't supposed to say that kind of thing, and I didn't. I listened to her. I had realized that it had pissed her off, and so I started talking about it all day long. I didn't miss the opportunity to say that word, and my sister was very angry with me. He said that it attracted bad things and that I should stop talking. That one. The more she got angry, the more I found it funny and said to my younger brother, talking too, I just know it was the whole day we saying that, until without us noticing outside the snow was falling pretty hard, and with that our parents were stuck at work. They always arrived around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. More this time, it was 5:30, and they still hadn't come back. My sister soon said that it was our fault, that it was because of account of us saying that word all day. Neither me nor my brother, we believed in what she said, and without us noticing, it started a frightening experience for the three of us. Out of nowhere, the light went out, and we were left in the dark. The night began to arrive, and we had no sign of our parents coming back. The storm outside, it was getting stronger, and that's when we started to get scared. My sister soon lit the fireplace in the house for us not to get cold, and at all times she blamed us for playing with luck, saying that word. Neither me nor my brother believed that we were the ones who caused it, so as a way of challenging my sister, we started saying that again and again and again. She said we were going crazy and that would cause problems. We, in disbelief and finding it very funny, continued until that the clock struck 18:30, and out of nowhere, in the middle of the storm, someone knocked at our door. At the time, silence took over and the knocking stayed stronger. I asked my sister who it was, and she said no. I had no idea. My little brother asked if it wasn't our parents, and I reminded him that they had the key and that they wouldn't knock it that way, until all of a sudden the tapping stopped. I asked if my sister would go there to see who it was, and she said she wouldn't go anyway. Then someone started to force the door handle to get in our house. Despair then took over us. Who could it be knocking on our door in the middle of a storm like that? Until out of nowhere, in the middle of thunder, a person appeared in front of inside the door. It was an old woman. She was very ugly and had the appearance of a witch. She then pointed her finger at us and said, _ you spent the whole day calling me and now I'm here. At the time, we who were already scared were terrified. Then he started to walk in our direction, but we were without reaction. We hugged and started crying, the three of us, and that old witch kept approaching until the sound of another thunderclap, this time very close. It scared the three of us, and with that bang that old woman was gone. In another flash of lightning she appeared and put out the fireplace that was accesses in front of us. We run to the second floor, where she started following us on the stairs, saying that she was there because she was called. My older sister would cry and say that she had warned us, and we didn't obey. We then locked ourselves in our parents' room, which had been locked out frog. And that old witch started knocking at the door, and knocking hard. My sister and I then put our bodies to push the door to prevent it from entering. What a nightmare we lived when, out of nowhere, the door opened, and it was our parents who had arrived and were asking what had happened. We then explained the story, and from that day forward I never uttered the word disgrace, and neither any type of curse word or offensive words. We attract what we say, what we think. Due to lack of respect for my sister, caused all that. And this story I will never forget.